Hello everybody, it's Shirley, and today I'm going to show the journals I will be working in for 2025. Now, I've finished the journal that I was working on for, I think it was 2023 and into 2024. This is a A4 size, and there's a few pages left, but I'm not going to worry about finishing those. I could collage them to finish them, but this is what I've done in that time with this journal. So yeah, so I'm going to call that one finished, and what I'm going to do is I've got this this portfolio, I don't know what you call it, binder, and this is from Craft. It's I think it's A5. It's an A5 size, yeah. Originally, what to have with this folio, it did have 3 books in it, 3 notepads. So, and the 3 notepads were like this, you know, with different covers on them. But I didn't use these notepads. I used a couple of notepads that I had. Yeah, I think I used one of them. So this is my journal for 2025. I'm just using all the scraps I have. I'm not going to be buying anything new for 2025, or at least not, you know, any craft items. The only craft item I will be buying will be adhesives like glue and stuff, you know, sticky tape and stuff like that, because I use a lot of glue. I prefer the, you know, this sort of glue stick. That'll be the only thing I'll buy craft-wise, and pens if I run out of pens, but I doubt it. Yeah, so this is the 2025 journal, and I've only just used what I've got in my stash. Didn't buy anything new. They turned out quite nice. I quite like that. So it's a bit eclectic with everything that's in here. It's all over the place. There's no theme or anything like that. I think that's the whole setup for this YouTube channel. It's just all over the place like a crazy quilt. Don't need to see that. For this page I just did like a tracker. This is tracking the Use by Craft stash, and I've got it down for January. I'll likely carry this over for the full year. Creativity includes, I want to track my writing. I'm using 30 minutes as a challenge, but I might move that up to do an hour. And this year I want to teach myself to draw flowers. So yeah, I'll be doing that. This is my water tracker. I'm not drinking enough water, so I'll try and get what I can with the water. These are my intentions. I'm going to drink more water. I want to save an emergency fund. I'm aiming for $1,000, which is not a lot, but I'm trying to make sure there is something there. I want less screen time, so that's going okay. I got to stop scrolling through my phone when I go to bed. So yeah, how I'm planning with that one to change that habit is in these other journals. My weight, I want to get down to 70 kg by December. I doubt that. It might be over to the next year. I'm 5'1", so around 70 kg is okay for that weight for me, right? Your weight will be different, right? So don't listen to my weight. So I've done a couple of pages in here, and I have thought that with some of the pages I'm going to you know, do short entries as well, and I'll do a full page on some too. Because there's only 96 pages in here, when I run out I'll take this one out and I'll put in a new one. And then when I'm finished with all those, I will bind them together like this sort of setup and put them all in one sort of folder. This one, this is, you know, the Kaiser Craft, the 3 books that come in this folder. And this one is my reading journal for 2025, and that's how I'm going to stop scrolling on my phone at night. So that's the plan. Whether or not I do it, it's a completely different story. All this is just from my stash. That's okay. And what I've done here is I've got a book tracker, and I'll just mark these off like with a number, like 1, 2, 3, as I do read the books. The books I've got planned to start off reading for January. It's a book called When Grace Went Away. Have I got it? So this book that I've got called When Grace Went Away by Meredith Appleyard, it came in a subscription box that I was subscribed to a while back, but I no longer do. So this is the book When Grace Went Away by Meredith Appleyard. I did start it, but I didn't finish it. So what I'll do is I'll hopefully finish this as well. So yeah, so that's that book. The other book is Traditional Australian Verse it's edited by Richard Walsh, and these are just a normal Australian verse. You know, some of it's well-known Australian poets, Henry Lawson, but this will hopefully introduce me again to more Australian poets. And this is a page I've set up for When Grace Went Away. I'm not going to annotate this book like I did with Gone Girl, because when I annotated Gone Girl I was still doing my bachelor's, and that's why that book was annotated, because it was for my, you know, study. But all these books that I will read after Gone Girl, I'm not annotating. The poetry books I will, when I destash them, I can send them off to little free libraries or the free community libraries that are about. No theme to how I've put the stickers and that down. A few little book stickers which I've still got, but I think I kept it mostly to that pink and green that was on the cover. So yeah, I think that looked alright, and a little bit of that gold. Okay, now the next notebook that's in here is a poetry notebook, and I've started this. So yeah, and I'm sort of working out some ideas of arranging the poetry a bit better, so if I want to make like a chapbook, it'll be already set up, in other words. And at the back, now I found this idea, like when I do writing, like for the poetry, and I do have books for short fiction, and I do want to get back into short fiction writing as well, but I come across, whose channel was that? Sarah Chisholm? I think it's Chisholm. I'll put her channel name in here somewhere. She handwrites her novels, okay, and she uses books, and in the front of the book is the story, and she suggested that in the back of the book you put any like information you want to use. If you're writing about a particular historical era, you can put all that information in here. So, you know, that's what she suggested, and I like that idea. So that's what's in the back here. I always put a section in the back for that sort of stuff, and that way I know where to find the information for that particular book that I'm using, you know, writing. So, but this is the poetry book, and at the back here is just I'm just writing out, like, I think it'd be just ideas for themes and motifs. A motif is different to a theme, if you don't know. So that's what I'm going to be doing with this book. Again, this is that A5, and it's only 96 pages. So I'll probably finish it up pretty quick. This is not the Kaiser Craft one. This is just from the cheap store. And I've got a heap of these, so I want to use these all up. So that's for that folder or binder. And I do like this idea. So, yeah, I'll probably end up making these myself because I think they'll be pretty easy to make up. And maybe do a couple with a crazy quilt cover. Now there's an idea. Anyway, I'm blabbering. Okay, so the other books that I've got going, I don't know if I will use them as much as I'll use the purse, this one, because this is the main ones. But this is a weekly planner I did start. So that was for 2024. And I'll continue that way using how I set it up here. So it'd be just for the writing, tracking the writing and my stitching and anything to do with the garden and that. So yeah, so I'll keep it like that. And this is how it's set out. It's got the weekly planner, by the day, and then it's got like a to-do, goals and notes. So I'll work on that like I did here. This one is the same as this weekly planner, but it's just I think it's just pretty basic. And what I do with this one is I've divided the page, okay, and it's 4 weeks. So it goes from week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and I just put down what I want to work on and finish and all that sort of thing. That's what I'm going to do with this one, and I'll probably use this one more than I'll use this one because I won't get overwhelmed with what's in this one, because doing it weekly is more spread out for me. Again, it's an A5, but this one's got 120 pages. So yeah, this one is really personal. This is a self journal. I'm just going to track my moods. I'm going to track how I'm feeling, and I have been taking a photo of myself each month with this, so I can see, if there is any improvement in how I change. So I don't like taking photos of myself. So there's enough ugly in the world. You don't need any more. So you don't see my face on camera either. But don't come at me. I've got a dark sense of humour. I find that funny. Anyway, so I just put in, things, how I'm feeling. And I also put in accomplishments too. So that helps me see what I've achieved during that month. I haven't done much in that one, but this will be a monthly one. So yeah. So I hate how they put those sticky things on. You can never get them off. Anyway, but that's the journals that I will be working on for planning and tracking. And this will be for my personal journal, reading journal and poetry. Now the other one I've got going is this one. It's a tarot journal. Now I bought this on Etsy. I don't think the seller is there anymore. There was an Australian seller. If I find the Etsy shop and they are still there, I will put it in here somewhere. They painted this, yeah. So this is my tarot journal. I started this in 2021. So there's that there. And what I've decided to do is I decided to make this a monthly tarot practice journal for 2025. And this will be just recording my monthly practice. I may do some daily work in here as well. And this is how I've set it up. So this is the monthly cards that I'll use. I've got a tarot one. It's the, let me get them. The tarot cards that I'm using for this month is the Fairy Tarot cards. These are really old because it's Doreen Virtue. Don't come at me about Doreen Virtue either. But I've got these. I'm not tossing them away. I'm going to use them. You know, if you know about Doreen Virtue, you know. So these are the tarot cards, the Fairy Tarot cards. They're broken up into the seasonal quartz. So it's summer, winter, autumn, spring, that sort of thing. Okay. And each of the court, you know, the seasonal cards are colour coded. Right. So yeah, that's the tarot cards I'll be using this month. I've had these in my tarot collection for a very long time. I think these were nearly the first couple of tarot cards I bought. Besides the Rider Waite. So that's the Fairy Tarot cards. I'll be using those. And this is a more recent purchase, like I think it was last year or the year before. This is The Language of Flowers, Oracle by Sherilyn Darcy. She's an Australian author and designer or artist. Okay. And I'll be using these. Not buying anything new. I'm going to use what I have. So I've got a weekly setup, which I haven't done just yet. It'll be a 1-card draw, probably weekly, and then I just do like a full week or a month, you know, depending on what goes on. But this is for that one there at the back was for the 1st of January. And I had thought about with this one, I will use it also for writing with the poetry, and like I said, I do want to get back into writing short stories. I have this book, Tarot for Writers by Corinne Kenner, and I think I might use that one, but I'm going to use, with this one, I'm going to use the Rider Waite tarot cards. So the author uses the tarot cards for creating characters and storylines and stuff like that. She talks about the Fool card itself, the key symbols, keywords, astrological associations, the myths and the legends, the literary archetypes of the Fool, and how the Fool can be used in your writing practice. And then there are writing prompts. I thought this would be a good book to use in the tarot practice for the month, and I'll draw a card and I'll use that as inspiration for a writing prompt for either a short story or poetry. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. So I'll use that, and I'll see how I go with it all. But like I said, the main one is going to be this binder. It's the personal journal, the reading journal, and the poetry journal. So yeah. Right, so that's all from me today. Hope you found this interesting. Thank you for watching. Bye.